Всем привет. Всем привет. Сегодня продолжаем играть в GreedFall. Сейчас только подкручу немножко. Опа. Так, чем мы там остановились? Мы выполнили один сюжетный квест. Там линию с этими, с верующими закончили. Ну и пойдем, наверное, сразу на научную экспедицию. Че нам сиськи иметь? Где мы? Это мне было впадло туда идти, да? Лагерь застава мостового альянса. Походу мне реально просто было впадло идти. Это как раз, наверное, та лока, которую я посмотрел, думаю, ебать там идти, и все. А, нет, тут закрыто. А, ну значит я исследовал. Тут, по-моему, тоже вроде как закрыто, да? Да, здесь, по-моему, было закрыто, поэтому я побежал дальше. А, ну все, вопросов нет. Нет, это значит лока исследована. Там какая-то есть, что я ее прям что-то ни хера не исследовал. Оп. На.
Over there. Tents. This
А,
must
я
be the
находил эту,
expedition's
да,
camp.
здесь нихуя не было.
This is a rather conspicuous place to set up camp.
Signs of combat. They were attacked. By the look of the tents and the campfire, it dates back several days. It seems they were taken prisoner. I don't see any bodies. No weapon leaves this sort of marking. Perhaps they were wielding magic.
Yes, it is the art of the Donaigada. One of the valley clans was here.
Would you know which one?
One who fights against the invasion of the peoples from your island. I can be sure of nothing more.
Why would they attack scholars? They're not warriors.
They come here as conquerors. This is enough. But they were not killed. Warriors would have been.
This looks like scientific equipment. This must be the Lost Expedition's campsite.
Корнеплод состоит из плотных и жестких тканей, издает резкий запах. Некоторые животные на глазах поедали такие корнеплоды без каких-либо заметных последствий. Следовательно, растение съедобно. Для окончательного вывода необходимо провести лабораторные исследования. Альфра перенесла свою палатку за пределы лагеря и говорит, что наша болтовня мешает ей сосредоточиться. Очень способная молодая особа, но я теперь понимаю, почему профессор ее прогнал. Характер у нее скверный. Этот вид птиц широко представлен в долине. Очень любопытные создания. Они подходят так близко, что до них можно дотронуться. Вероятно, островитяне на них не охотятся, иначе бы они вели себя осторожнее. Тем не менее, мясо из них вкусное. Возможно, запрет на охоту как-то связан с местными верованиями. Могу предположить, что наивные дикари обожествляют этих птиц.
Seems that one of the team kept a distance from the others. Let's see what we can discover. A trail of blood. That cannot be good. Follow it. More blood. We're on the right path. Keep going. Corpse. The clothes cannot be mistaken. It is a scholar of the Bridge Alliance. From the looks of him, I would say he's been dead for days, as we already thought. This isn't the woman whose journal we found. There is still a chance that she remains alive.
This man traded his life for all the suffering of my people.
It was only a scholar, a sage, not a warrior on the battlefield.
Do you think my people see a difference when bridgemen steal our people from their beds? From who do you think all the clans hide dead children?
I lean towards Ziora's point of view. The practices of these scholars, so-called seekers of knowledge, are barbaric. Taleme would offer you protection and support.
In exchange for our souls. I think we would prefer to go to war.
I'll search the body. We might find something to help us understand. just the isolated camp mentioned in the journal. Everything is in order, but the inhabitants are no longer there. Its position would have allowed them to escape the attack.
The view over the
Мы разбили лагерь в долине, который собираемся исследовать. На этом острове тесно осуществляет огромное множество разных видов растений. Это существует. Флора здесь настолько разнообразна, что мы просто обязаны найти средства от малихора. Это растение с синими соцветиями и зубчатыми листьями. Невероятная находка. На континенте я ничего похожего не видел. Нужно провести опыты, чтобы выяснить, содержит ли оно активные вещества. Солдаты предупредили нас, что местным жителям нельзя доверять. Более того, в долине они особенно агрессивны. Это прискорбно, островитяну должны быть известны свойства всех местных растений. Я чувствую, будто за нами следят. Скорее всего, для островитян наше появление не осталось незамеченным. Надеюсь, они понимают, что мы не собираемся с ними воевать, а просто изучаем местную растительность. С каждым днем мне становится все тревожнее. Они подбираются все ближе и ближе, и я боюсь, рано или поздно нападут. У нас мало оружия, мои коллеги вряд ли смогут за себя постоять. Похоже, что те, кто за нами следят, приходят с болот. Если ждать нападения, то с той стороны. Я пыталась предостеречь коллег, но они меня не слушают.
It is a journal. That of a woman from the expedition, a certain Afra. She speaks of their research and relates here that she felt watched. She feared an attack was brewing. I believe she was right. The writing stops mid-sentence.
These people of the bridge have either just hatched from eggs or are complete idiots. My people are at war. They do not spare an enemy under pretext that they are not wearing the clothing of soldiers.
We must follow the tracks of the attack. They will certainly lead us to our party of intrepid scientists.
This woman was right to fear the Donea Exregao. They must have followed this path coming from the swamp. This is where we should go if we want to find these lion scholars.
Look, those are islanders. They might be from the clan that attacked the Bridger camp.
That's possible. They look like trackers. But what are they tracking?
New prey, no doubt. Let's get closer.
Renaise!
We won't let you take us. We will not kneel down without a fight.
Wait! We have no desire to fight you. We only want to find the Lion Sages. They are not warriors, but their chief is ready to send an army of warriors to liberate them. If you help us bring them back, you will save your tribe from a costly battle in lives.
He speaks truly. Look, one of them is already eager to bring lion warriors back to us.
All we wanted was for them to tell us where our brothers are being kept.
What good is this if we must leave our camp behind? Very well. Stay away from the main entrance. Our guards will not welcome your arrival.
Pass around. There is a smaller entrance hidden there. The lions are kept in a home in ruins.
There must be a key somewhere to open the door, but I know not where it is kept.
I'm not here to kill you.
Tell me then, what is your intended purpose?
We were sent to look for you.
Apologies, but allow me to express my doubts.
After this little swim, you could always try to pull the trigger.
Who sent you to find me?
We were not looking for you in particular, but the entire expedition. It was Governor Burham who asked us to find you. He's worried about you. You haven't been reporting.
You should have said that straight away. I must admit, I was hoping for a rescue. Of a
Плюс одна в
different
команду, я так
nature.
понимаю.
Do you have a name?
Desarde. I'm from the congregation.
The new governor's cousin, who wears an islander face. I've heard stories about you. And them?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, from the people that your own capture and torture.
I've never taken anyone. On the contrary, we had hoped to exchange our knowledge with your own.
Bishop Petrus, if our young friend hadn't insisted on coming here, I would have gladly let you rot in this marsh.
Behold the charity of the enlightened, huh? This is a rather odd group. I am Afra, a scholar from the Bridge Alliance. It is rather rare to find me rolling in the marshes. I study the fauna and flora of this isle. I should imagine you have many questions.
We saw the site where you were attacked. What exactly happened?
We were taken by surprise. One moment everything was calm, and the next a war party of natives fell upon us. I had an uneasy feeling and kept myself apart, but when I heard my fellow scholars' shouts, I rushed over. Most of my companions are incapable of defending themselves, and we didn't have guards to protect us. One of them tried to flee, but they brought him down. We decided to give ourselves up to avoid a massacre.
What has happened since the attack? How long have you been in these marshes?
We were taken prisoner and were brought to a village nearby. I was able to escape while the others were taken to a house that they use as a prison. I wanted to join the Bridge Alliance frontier post not far from here, but I wasn't able. So I doubled back to keep watch of the village from a distance. I have been hoping to find a way to free my companions, without any success so far.
Have you made progress in your search for a cure?
We were studying some quite remarkable plants when we were attacked. The region is rife in unknown and novel species. Some seem incredibly promising. The local shamans know all these plants and they use them in their remedies. If only we had been able to converse with them rather than getting ourselves captured.
Could you lead us to the village where your colleagues are being held prisoner?
Certainly. We are, oh, so very close. And I fully intend to participate in this rescue. I'm not one to sit around and twiddle thumbs.
Заебись.
This is where the natives took your colleagues.
Yes, it is here. These ruins are being used as a camp by the native raiders.
There are so many of them. Better to remain discreet.
I have spied on the camp and discovered where my colleagues are being held. They are being kept in the old walls of the main ruin. I would rather avoid unwarranted deaths. We should wait until nightfall and look around the camp to find a more discreet way to get inside.
Karans, do you need...
I must leave you.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Профессор, я шел к вам с припасами для экспедиции, которые вы поручили мне собрать, и тут появилось одно из созданий, о которых вы рассказывали. Огромная тварь, похожая на оленя, которая ходит на двух ногах, а ростом выше деревьев. К сожалению, она меня заметила и бросилась ко мне. Я пытался защититься, но ее панцирь прочнее любого вашего доспеха. И мой меч отскакивал от него, как от камня. Мне удалось убежать, но с такими ранениями я до вас не доберусь. Надеюсь, кто-нибудь найдет меня и передаст вам это письмо. Передайте моей жене, что я люблю ее и пизда.
I fled as they were about to lock my companions inside a cell. We're going to need a key.
Please, Honor Manawi, let's try to avoid a fight.
Это был еще один лаз, если бы этот, как его, если бы у меня интуиции не было, прохода.
Afra, is that you?
Come quickly. We don't have much time. Thank you for your help.
Do not thank me yet. We are still in a shipload of danger.
Ебанутый. Не, ну ты видел, блядь? Стадо такой хуярит. Пацан такой. Ничего не вижу. Стекло охуенное. Дверь тоже.
Now we must find a way to get out of this valley without putting my companions in danger.
See my companions in danger. Все, больше никто не полезет.
me in this battle.
Trakarid, mercy. You have defeated us. Spare us our lives.
If you spare them, they will only hunt us down until we are all dead.
No, you have our word. We have been bested. We will let you move on in peace.
How can we trust you? You attacked our camp when we were not even armed.
They are savages. They had us caged like beasts.
We only sought to learn where you have caged our people.
Spare their lives. I beg you. They were only fighting to save the lives of those that have disappeared.
Ох, вообще
Very well.
поебать.
Leave. And I hope you keep your word.
Thank you, Onol Manawi. I have spoken, and I will honor my words. Qua awalam seg.
Ну, стратегия Сиора +1. Заебись.
We are no longer in danger. Thank you for your help, Desade.
I must admit, the reasons for my being here are not entirely selfless. Your research to find a remedy against the Malachor could save many lives in our cities as well.
You speak like a true man of science. Cut to the point. Then you'll be thrilled. Your heroic efforts to save us from those savages could help. We've made a discovery.
Is that right? In that case, we need to speak with Governor Burham immediately.
Very well. I'll accompany you.
Let's be off.
Sir Desade, and our expedition. I thank you sincerely for having brought them back, Excellence. You are a providential man.
Please, sir. It was you who convinced me and my cousin of the capital importance of their research.
Research that has borne fruit, Your Excellency.
Truly? This is excellent news. You have found a plant with sufficient properties?
Not exactly. Know that during our captivity, an island woman visited the camp. The natives called her Tiena Hack Kadactus and treated her with utmost reverence. I heard them talk about a remedy, a universal remedy it seemed, that she had concocted. How's that? Well, I grasp the basic of the local tongue, and I am certain to have heard the word yag, remedy. Surprising. But the Ternahach is very powerful and very wise. It is possible that she did craft such a remedy.
Desade, I'd like to discuss something.
I'm listening.
My colleagues are only interested in the physiology of the islanders, and consider. However, if we want to understand how they are transforming, we need to take the potions they drink, the dyes they use are surely the source of their physical change.
Why not talk about it with Siora? It seems to me...
Siora is very suspicious of me. She will, but I was told about a place of ritual called Kurganau. By studying them, I hope to better understand what is... But they call it a dangerous place, and I cannot go alone.
Very well.
Thank you, Desade. I knew it.
О, массовое лечение, заебись.
Diwit! No Renaigse may enter here. This is the...
I see. Thank you for telling.
Хуя. Даже зелень не успел принять. Вот это накрыло. Череп... Вроде не черепковый, а что так больно-то?
these young people or they will be killed.
Hold on! Help is on its way! You were lucky. Without our presence here.
Yes. Blessed be the earth that has brought you to us at this time.
I was touched. I am hurt.
Oh no! Morian!
These creatures are venomous. If their venom has come into contact with her blood, this young woman does not have long.
And we are too far from the village to seek help. How are we going to save her?
I know a potion that will erase the effects of the venom.
I have a vial of it in my bag. Hold on.
Thank you. Truly the best winds have brought you to us.
Here, drink this.
Don't worry. It'll heal you.
You can trust her. She knows what she's doing.
Morian, what do you feel?
I feel the pain leaving me.
She is saved. You have great wisdom. May the trees always bear fruits on your journey. You have saved Morian.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you.
You are different from other Renaigse. You know the potions. But what were you looking for here?
We came to study this place, the carvings in particular.
This is one of our places of ritual. A place of connection. What do you hope to learn from our carvings?
I seek to understand the mechanisms of your transformations. I think these carvings could help with this.
You seek the secrets of the Donegada. You should speak with Armal.
Yes, his name is Dunkas. He is also our Donegad, and his wisdom is boundless.
Here is someone who should be able to answer all your questions, Afra.
Let us go then. We will have time to discuss on the way.
I have so many questions about this place, about the rituals that take place here.
Bertir Tuma Tonkas. These Renaigse saved my life.
What happened?
We were meditating at the sacred circle in Kerganau, and we were attacked. Morian was poisoned, and they gave her a potion.
Really? We are not yet used to the Renaigse doing something without expecting something in return. You should go and meditate now. I have to talk to them.
They are different from the others. Oh, I'm sure of it.
I hear your gratitude, Morian. It honors you. Now go. Leave us.
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Dunkas, the Marl of the Gigidor, and also his Donegad. Your face markings designate you as one of ours, yet you are a Lugaid Blau. A clan that rarely shows generosity, yet you saved Morian. I thank you for this.
Please, we couldn't let her die without doing anything.
This feeling brings you honor. But what were you doing near our sacred circle in Kerganau?
It was me who led my friends there. I was hoping to study the circle to better understand your culture.
Loyans always want the same thing. They covet our secrets to better steal our land, to better hurt our children.
Now. Perhaps this lioness is different from the others. Maybe we were wrong about them too.
I'm not trying to conquer your island, let alone hurt anyone. I just want to know.
A noble quest that could perhaps bring peace, but to which I cannot answer alone. I cannot reveal such secrets without seeking advice from the other Donegada. But in order to thank you for saving one of our daughters, stay with us tonight. Eat and celebrate life. Maybe by sharing this joyous moment, you will learn something.
We accept your invitation. Isn't that right, Desade?
Of course. Thank you for welcoming us, Dunkas.
Ой, бля.
I'm sorry. You look disappointed.
I did not expect your Denegad to reveal all its secrets to us, but I would have loved to learn more.
Perhaps you should be patient. It takes years to understand the mysteries of the Donegada, and since you are staying with us tonight, it will be an opportunity to continue learning.
That's what I hope.
Thank you for welcoming us tonight. We had a good time.
Yes. It was very enlightening.
We are glad that you stayed with us. We too have learned from you.
Your face brims with thoughts, Afra. Is something wrong?
It's nothing. Probably just tiredness.
We should all rest. It has been a long day. May your dreams be wonderful.
Good night.
May the moon watch over your dreams.
Is something wrong?
Dunkas wasn't here tonight, yet he's the one who invited us to stay. I also saw one of the elders sneaking out of the village.
You think they're hiding something from us?
I don't know. But since they don't want to share their knowledge with us, let's try to follow them.
I don't like it one bit, Afra. If the elders and Dunkas are gone, then we have no right to follow them.
In that case, why don't you explain where the transformation comes from?
It's not something that can be explained that easily. You have to believe to understand. You are not capable.
I see. So we will discreetly follow these people, since this is the price of knowing.
Сёра обиделась, дура. Я тут при чем?
Oi, toy! Look at all this. Kwawalemsek.
Ato Oi, I'd like to speak to you. Bird Tir Tumad, thank you for coming to talk. You are on Olmanawi.
Brigade Blau. Is that what?
Yes, those who have yellow eyes on their...
They're coins. But to answer your question, yes.
Is Legate the...
No. It means that I am in charge of diplomatic...
So I was right. Some of your clan are preventing us from...
Really? Why would they do that?
Several seasons ago, some men from your clan came to ask us... There were some old trees in this glade. At first, everything was fine. So we wanted to heal the place. But they won't let us come close. They're
I could investigate.
Yes, please. You
Дали потрогать немножко, те нахуй сожрали кусминь. Ну, это нормально. И это наши ребята.
If we leave now, we will learn nothing.
We still have things to do here.
Here they are. Let's try not to be detected. Why don't the creatures attack them?
I don't know. Are they guarding this place?
If they're trained to guard it, this must be a very important place. Shh! I hear something.
We found them. Let's be as discreet as possible. They are below.
Get down or we'll be seen.
Someone is listening to us. Whoever you are, come out of the shadows. Hiding is futile.
Forgive us. We did not intend to interrupt you.
Approach, Renaxe. Why are you here?
We're sorry. We didn't mean to interrupt your conversation.
We need answers, so we followed your elders.
I never thought I would see you like this, hiding in the bushes, spying on your elders, daughter of Bloodmeat.
I'm the one who brought her here. She didn't want to follow you, but she refused to tell me what I need to know.
Well, since you absolutely want to learn, do as the apprentices do. Take a seat. And be quiet. We are here to meditate, to hear the voice of the earth. Because the wind has changed.
Close doors, Arwechnis Diri. You were right. Johan is ready. Morion's trial has made her more sensitive.
She is his Minundanem, and he is hers. One cannot progress without the other. She will have to bring him to the Cave of Knowledge. This will be his last trial before creating the bond.
May their path be gentle and shielded. As for me, I hear the call ever louder, Dunkas.
And the day the call is loud enough, you will respond just like each of us. But it's not yet time for you to join in on Milfritten. So, Afra, are you satisfied with what you saw?
It was informative, although it's not what I expected. Thank you, Dunkas. This meeting was strange. It almost seemed like they really heard voices in the wind.
Maybe it's true.
Some believe so strongly that they end up hearing or seeing what they hope for.
Have you learned what you wanted to?
What they said about these young people we helped out, about the fact they were ready to bind themselves. We have a unique opportunity of seeing a transformation with our very own eyes.
But we can't follow them wherever they go.
No, of course not. I must think on it. Come back and talk to me later. Desade, can I do anything?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you come from, Afra?
From Alima near Al-Sad. It is but a small town, but there is a particularly renowned observatory. My parents wanted me to become an astronomer, but I was always more intrigued by life rather than distant stars. For this reason, I left Alima quite early to study in the capital.
When did you arrive on the island?
A little more than 2 years ago. My master, Dr. Vasily, suggested that he needed help cataloguing all the unknown plants. How could I decline such an offer?
Do you miss the continent, your city?
No. When I arrived on this island...
I must leave you.
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Desade, can I do anything?
Do you often hold strangers at gunpoint?
Only when I'm being tracked. What about you? Do you often track young ladies?
Only when they're attractive. Your charm guided us to you.
Really? And how would you have known how I looked? I did not expect you to be so inane, Desade. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Взяла, обидела меня. Сука. Ну ладно, скажем ей, типа, меня привлек твой дневник. А что ты на это скажешь?
Do you often hold...
Only when...
Your journal was surprisingly thorough, and your observations very pertinent. How could one not want to find someone so brilliant?
It could have fallen into the hands of a boorish idiot, unable to understand any of it. I'm glad it was you who found it. Anything else?
И это все? Ничего не
What did you
поменялось?
think about that moment next to the campfire with the elders of Vigigador?
It was strange, and a bit frustrating, to be honest. What about you? How did you feel?
I was touched by the way the elders talked about those young people, about their bond. Were you not?
It's true. It seemed as if they thought that their bond would allow them to acquire more knowledge. In my culture, it is the other way around. We are told that romantic feelings are nothing but a distraction.
And, taking into consideration what we've learned, what do you think now?
I still have a lot to learn. I'm glad you were there to help me understand this. Perhaps those elders are right. Perhaps some bonds allow you to acquire more knowledge together. Anything else?
Да.
Did you have any fellow students?
Of course. We were but a small group working with Dr. Asili, but we were encouraged not to get too close to each other. It was more of a competition. Why? What's on your mind?
Did you not share your knowledge with the others?
Not really. And to be honest, I don't even know if they would have listened to me back then. You would not believe how much competition there is in the universities of Al-Sad.
I think it's a pity. It seems to me that ideas progress faster when they're shared.
Это
That is
правильно.
true, but I did not know it back then. I only discovered it thanks to you. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Вот и пообщались. Я думал с ней замутить можно. Не, ну ты видел, просто две легендарки лежат такие. Додова. И ты такой. Привет. Что, и костер не дадут развеять? Блядская лиса, надо было ее убить. Интересно, обратно пойду, увижу ее. Ля живучая, смотри. Что, засчитали лисичку? И почему нет? Ведрат, красный лес. Ладно, все-таки, возможно, это где-то около лагеря прям нужно. Бля, где те разбойники, которым надо именно пизды по поручению дать? Как бы и так уже вся лока исследована. Вот эти сейчас, получается, просто так отхватили, поебало. Привет. Да, как тебе сказать, неплохо. То есть мне нравится такой жанр игры. То есть не такой сложный, как бы, хоть я играю там, типа, на максималке, но не скажу, что прям какие-то сложности. Сюжет более-менее пока интересненько, ну, мне нравится.
I could probably go alone, but just think about what you could learn, and not only about yourself. Don't you want to understand where your face markings come from?
You're right, Afra. I will accompany you.
Thank you, Desade. Let's return to Duncas's village. Our new friends will surely be able to tell us more about this cave.
Мы сразу и в новое место. Ну ладно, сюда вернемся еще. Как хочу эту сюжетку закончить.
We are happy to see you again. You will always be welcomed as friends here.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you too. But we came to ask you something.
Of course. What do you want?
When we participated in the Dunkus meditation, he spoke of a cave of knowledge you had to go to.
And you want to see it? You still wish to learn how we become bound? It is a very sacred place. Only those who will become Donegada may enter there.
That's right, Year One. But they saved my life.
If someone finds out that we have helped the Renaigse to enter a sacred place, they will refuse to bind me.
Dunkus will never do such a thing. What needs to be done will happen, no matter what.
You're probably right.
Look for the entrance in the Vedhat Genadu. Entering there will not be easy, but you will have to discover the rest by yourself, like true apprentices.
Какой-нибудь опять монстр-босс
And fear
стоящий
not. No one will ever
на
learn what
защите
you have
будет.
entrusted us with.
Далеко идти хоть где? Ясно. Ту-ру-ту-ту.
If this savage spoke the truth, we'll be rich soon. I don't like the thought of staying here. Hey! What are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first. The treasure is ours. So I suggest you disappear. Fast.
Listen, we didn't mean to bother you. We were only exploring the area. But perhaps you could tell us exactly what you're doing here.
You look like nobility. And we don't want any trouble. We also are explorers. We discover secret places. That type of thing.
Really? And you found one near here?
Yeah. We managed to convince a savage to talk to us. And he told us there's a holy cave not far from here. The kind of place where the natives hide their treasures. But be careful, eh? It's ours.
And how do you plan on entering this cave?
Well, with enough explosives, we'll eventually get through those roots blocking the entrance. It's only a matter of time.
I see. Very subtle. And the islander didn't tell you anything about this?
He didn't really have the time. And he didn't have a key on him. Just some bloody seeds. Anyway, now that you know what we're doing here, you better leave.
Listen, I don't want to worry you, but you are taking a big risk by staying around here. When the Islanders clan notice his disappearance, they will come for him. You can imagine what will happen then.
Yeah, you're not wrong. With the time it will take to craft enough explosives, we may end up with a whole tribe after us. Never mind, guys. We're leaving. Fast!
Да. Чувака просто так прирезали. Обидно.
At last, we made it here.
How do we get in?
Look around. There has to be a way.
This stone. There's a slot at the top. Probably to put something in.
The natives' beliefs are based on exchanges. If we want this door to open, I imagine that we will have to make an offering.
Now we have to find out what we should.
Here is my offering to the Cave of Knowledge. There. Place the seed on the stone.
The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Manawi.
You're right. They even depict his bond to the forest.
It seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And one of these giant creatures that the natives call Nardaigs is present.
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the two young natives.
Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders. Where are you going? We must leave before they discover our presence. Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders.
Esco halen, esco valg med agengo selerge mantadabem, avenundanum.
Mach, es boglin daigan ni dau. A yigi dames etier comale.
Cair to, Morian, ages radai de radi dawem tair gerbega.
Cauden nes greta comale. Nas oltargotu, vreg de tet mad advat. Abud antadab me en ekekam. No adahole.
The paintings in the cave were magnificent and have taught us so much. It is obvious that they depict the bonding ritual and its consequences. It is by pouring their blood on the raised stones that the natives become metamorphs.
I'm not really sure if I follow you.
And yet it's clear to see. The islanders think that their ritual has magic consequences. But there must be some sort of contamination in their blood as they pour it. The only way to verify this theory is to attend a full ritual. We must attend year ones.
How will we know when it takes place?
Dunkus said it would take place after the young people visited the cave, and they will most likely need some preparation. We should go to the Holy Circle of Kurganau tomorrow. What do you say? Will you come with me?
Very well. I hope that Dunkus will not be too angry after seeing us there.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the place where we met them.
You again. Your curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus. But I really want to attend Year One's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you are one of ours, Afra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus. How are you? You must be feeling impatient.
Impatient, yes, and a little bit afraid as well.
It's only natural to be afraid, Year One. It's a new life starting for you. But I will be by your side, now and forever.
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions' attacks, often during rituals. In some villages, all the young Sinalmanawi were abducted. You seem different from the other Zafra, but I can't help worrying.
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkus, I swear.
I believe you. Otherwise, you would not be here with us. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready to pounce on our children.
Ну, как говорится, в семье не без уродов. И в нашем обществе такая же ерунда.
These are very different from the others. Their leader is an Onal Menawi after all.
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded, but your parents must have been.
Мне уже не первые говорят мне про это.
You should be proud and happy about it. It is probably thanks to your bond that Dunkas has accepted your presence.
Roichnes diri, adesta mararman.
Да ладно.
You are an Onolmanawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Donegad.
Thank you, Dunkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
Нихуя не
It's
нашел.
strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkas.
We are under attack.
Что это за черти? Ай, блядь, прирезали. Загляделся. Как псину прирезали.
You are an...
Thank you.
What about
It's strange.
the summit?
It seems like
Grab the young metamorph. The others don't know.
they won't touch you. Desade, we have to protect them.
You can count on me.
Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your
Вообще похуй.
brothers
Я даже не знаю,
would
кто
have
это
been
был.
easy.
Какие-то левые
Indeed.
кончи пришли.
These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkas. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the Loyans are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes. Desade, can I do anything?
How did you feel when we visited the cave?
Astonishment, I think. I felt as if I had reached my goal. As if I was finding a long... It was strangely moving, I think. What about you?
It was a moving moment indeed. And I was happy to be able to share it with you.
I am also happy I have found someone to share these discoveries with. When I'm with you, I feel as if I'm learning differently, feeling new things.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful to you for that. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Desade, can I do anything?
What do you think of the love that unites those young people? It really seems as if they share something special.
It's true. I don't think I've ever stumbled upon two people that were so close to one another. On the continent, where everything is political, it only happens in fairy tales. But here...
Is it that you're starting to believe in love?
Who told you I did not believe in it? When it is sincere, it is an admirable feeling. But alas, it seldom is. Anything else?
Do you think that attending this ceremony has changed your world vision?
Yes, obviously. Before it, I was so focused on my own knowledge. This ritual made me understand the power of sharing, of emotions, and of the bonds between people. This new vision gives me new perspectives. A whole new life is ahead of me.
I hope I'll be lucky enough to be by your side.
We share amazing memories now. A bond has been created between us two. And I can't imagine this new life without you by my side. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Все. Нашел себе девчонку в игре. Заебись. Куда я успел пульнуть? все, пасть не могу. Успокойся. А, ебут! Что так больно-то, пацаны? Вы обманулись? Пиздец какой-то, толпой не запиздили.
That doesn't happen often. You're very isolated. It's a long story.
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man. I thought he was, but I was wrong. As I had broken my engagement.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house.
There. Now, do you want to know anything? I'll leave you alone.
Not what?
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry,
But we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
De Sardet, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. But the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see him.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in.
Hello, Doctor. I am the legate of the congregation, and a soldier told me that several wood...
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing, and if seeing corpses doesn't bother you, I hope that whatever...
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue. Blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
The appearance of these bodies and the smell emanating from their mouths leaves me in no doubt. They were poisoned. That this doctor could have believed that this was simply an illness is beyond me.
I can't see anything else of interest.
So, what do you...
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned.
You're probably right. But I've heard these so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before. But how could these three men be poisoned?
I'm not sure. Do their symptoms not...
No. I've never seen such a deadly...
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual?
Did they drink anything in particular?
They like to drink their fills in the evening, but if the poison was in the alcohol, I'd also...
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly, but they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to...
Well, we'll see what they have to say.
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this...
This is our prey. How can we earn our reward if you...
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating...
Poison?
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly...
It wasn't really an accident.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this, but the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcut...
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He gave us the meat of an Andrig killed by a vet. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain... And since the Renaigse invaded, he wanted it to be a lesson for them. So that they may understand.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You are the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance, and I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this.
The Vegigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, But Duncus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Corsillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict, without violence.
Desade, can I do anything?
I must leave you.
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Karant, do you...
I've never heard you talk.
He was the Donegad of that. This memory is...
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to... My mother never really recovered from it. Anything else?
I'm sorry about what happened.
Unwell? I blame myself for not having been on...
I understand and I'm really sorry.
Thank you, Honon Manawi. But it was too... Anything else?
Do you have anyone? A friend, perhaps?
I usually confide in my sister, but she's... And I think she resents me for not having been there.
I know we've only known each other for a little while, but if
Thank you, Onol Manawi. You are a... Anything else?
I must leave you.
Happy to see
you. Really?
No, it's nothing. You know that I've always had a weak stomach. You wanted to tell me something?
Allow me to present Afra, an emissary of the... She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora.
Your Excellency, it is...
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition?
Yes, and our research...
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, I implore you, my dear cousin.
I'm going to
look out for yourself.
Sir de Corsillon.
Desade, my young student. What?
The mission you entrusted me with has made...
Very well. Let's see. Good. You have traveled great distances. Keep doing what you're doing. Can your old professor...
I found no traces of Professor Seraph.
That's most regrettable. But keep... Can your old professor...
I have come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village. They want to be able to access a clearing, exploited by... But our men there say that it belongs to them, and are refusing to let the natives enter. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high. If we don't intervene...
It is very regrettable, and according to what you have told me, if ever there was a... You should go to the archives and verify this. Then, and of course, I'll be delighted to help.
Thank you, Professor.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to see.
Блять, как же непонятно, где, блять, этот проход вниз? Тут? Тут проход есть. Что-то я не припомню, чтобы там снизу, блять, был архив какой-то. А, был. Ладно, пизжу. Так, в результате переговоров между вождем Дансоном и ее блядь, и между ее сиятельством госпожой де Маранж касательно земель в окрестностях Квинтлара стороны договорились о том, что данные земли переходят в исключительную собственность торгового содружества для проведения лесозаготовительных работ. Проход на указанные земли разрешается только гражданам торгового содружества. Ну, это не ебало какое-то получается с нашей стороны.
Day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in...
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigidor. The natives want to access this place, which according to... But some of our men there are using this deed. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts.
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they seek them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain... We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to... It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir... Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go.
Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem.
Indeed, and I think I may have a solution.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality... The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us. For this reason, I think we should allow them access. In doing so, we would appeal, and we would also retain... We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve. And their comrades will seek vengeance if the personal...
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan...
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this...
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your...
Как же они заебали, блять. Я их это, рот на переворот, блять.
My dear child.
What was your role at my uncle's court?
No. But I was part. Taleme was hoping to convert the congregation, and they had sent me to spread. I tried to teach you some of the basics because you had a but you were so young. You preferred to run around the halls with a wooden...
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care.
Glad to see you. Can I do anything?
How did you become a North?
As you may have guessed, I was given... I think I was originally took my first step. Did you want anything else?
Это мы видели.
Do you wish you were never given?
How could I not be regretful? I never got to experience...
Don't you have any happy memories?
I do. Of course I do. For example, I remember the first time, incredible view, the dizziness, the sensation.
I can only imagine how you felt.
It was. I wouldn't trade that. Thank you, Desarde. Did you want anything else?
Тек, ты этого? Что, какие там, блядь, сердечки?
Can I do anything?
Have you ever heard about the Darcy?
No, I had not. As you know, there was a time when a lot of them had to give a child.
I don't remember your family very well, but I could try to tell you about them if you want.
I would have loved to have met them, but I'm afraid that hearing about them may only real. You're a good person, Desarde, and I'm touched by... Did you want anything else?
What did you think of your brother? Meeting him inside...
I had high expectations for this encounter, and I found myself in front of a conceited and selfish idiot. Need I say more?
While it was disappointing, this encounter must have allowed you to assert yourself.
This is true, and I'm very grateful to you for it. You helped me, and thanks to you, I feel like myself. Did you want anything else?
What do the Naught's tattoos mean?
The first tattoo we get indicates whether we're sea-born or sea-given. The rest of them tell of everything we've been through, our rank, but also the storms we've sailed.
What do yours mean?
That I am a sea-given. That I sailed through that I performed several voyages as a captain without losing a single man. Does my entire curriculum really interest you?
It's important to me that I get to know you better.
I'm flattered, but there are other ways. Did you want anything else?
Now that the Admiral has forgiven you...
Without a doubt, but do not worry. I will not leave you before I find out.
I would understand if you preferred to leave, but I would...
I will miss you too, but we're not... Did you want anything else?
И это все по-дружески.
Green blood, do you need something?
I'm asleep.
What brings you here on Almana?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposed. You will now be able to access it freely, and the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the oakerberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous Dawson tats.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochre berries...
We know that you are responsible for this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoixe to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I wouldn't...
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance...
I understand. But I have watched the Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation, but digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaixe came back. And I think... And some of my people started going missing. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault...
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is... If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave.
Qua awalum.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
These people are reckless imbeciles if they start mining again in such a dangerous place.
These Renaixe must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those reckless fools. They've resumed operations in the mine.
The Monisinaga. They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Corsillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business.
Ну вот зато понятно, куда и местные пропадать начали. Я думал, они их просто убивают, типа увидели лишнее, их убили, а их, блядь, нахуй сразу на работу. В эту же шахту. Гениально. Чё, куда, блядь? Опять на 3-й этаж? Заебут. Что-то этот квест реально какой-то конченый. Я только и бегаю, что, блядь, с этажа на этаж, блядь. И с Локи на Логу.
Sir de Corsillon.
Decidez, my young student.
I've come to ask you about a mine near... It was closed for a long time for security reasons. But someone has...
I seem to recall that a concession in... However, I do not recall the details of the contract. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before...
Unscrupulous. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above? We cannot tolerate such methods. But you should start by finding the deed. Don't worry. We'll not let this man speak. Can your old professor still...
Looking forward...
Гадай, куда? В подвал. Все верно. Сука. А знаешь, куда потом? Обратно к тому челику, блядь. На 3-й этаж. Так и будет, смотри. Текст изобилует юридическими терминами. Это документ на право собственности на имя господина Майера, в котором идет речь о земляном участке со старым рудником в окрестностях Квенвара. На документе стоит подпись госпожи Маранж. Чтобы разобраться в юридических тонкостях, вам потребуется ее помощь.
I get lost in all the legal jargon. But they have Lady Morange's seal on them. We should find her, to understand exactly what they say.
Я просто забыл, что есть еще 3-е лицо, которому, блядь, надо бегать на улицу. Видать, потом мы пойдем к самому торговцу, а с этим торговцем, блядь, обратно к этому чуваку. Ты уже заебал меня сегодня.
This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little.
Do not worry, this type of document is always difficult to decipher. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a... He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there. But it says here that it's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land...
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for... This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in... He usually spends time at the port when he comes.
Пора давать пиздюлей.
Come closer, good people. Liquor and wine. Are your boots warm?
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet.
Well, I'm flattered.
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you... Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed...
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes, and the small... Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him... Now, Your Excellency, if you will allow me...
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous, and you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the...
Come on, don't be so serious, young man. I'm sure it's... Goodbye, sir. Best wishes...
Может, мы ему просто пиздюлей дадим и все? В чем проблема? Нахуя мне куда-то бежать, блядь? Сука. Естественно, мне ж надо сбегать на 3-й этаж, чтобы поговорить с этим... Отвечаю, это самая конченная ветка сюжетные, доп. Сюжетки, которые я только видел в этой игре. Пока хуже ее не было.
Sir de Corsilium.
The Sardet, mate.
I verified the contract with Lady Morange. The exploitation of the mine is illegal, without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives.
So, what...
He turned a deaf ear and tried to bribe me.
Oh, some of these merchants are so rich that they forget... But it's high time we reminded him of who is in charge. Here, this is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all... For his crimes against the natives, he's banished. I will make him aware of this decision, but you should go to the mine immediately. The prisoners must be freed as soon as possible. And
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still prove...
Looking forward to see...
Сука, ну только ради этого. И еще бы его ебальничек увидеть, когда ему все это скажет. Поздравляю, вы лишились всех земель и еще и нахуй высланы, блядь, с острова. А потому что, блядь, пошел нахуй. Вот и все, блядь, все аргументы, блядь. Засунь свои деньги себе в жопу. Как говорится, да восторжествует справедливость, блядь.
Sorry, this is private I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice. The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey...
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
for trouble?
Master Maillard, I'm so glad to find you here. Here is a document from Sir de Corsillon on behalf of my cousin. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, you are hereby expelled. The methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tearfredi.
Impossible. By what right? Guards, this man threatens me.
Серьезно? Это так работает у нас, да?
These people were monsters. I wouldn't cry over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell Dunkas everything.
Мне тоже похуй на них. Конченые. Стража, этот человек не угрожает.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
We must believe that not all Legade blow or alike.
He is an Almanawi. That's why he understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
We owe you our lives on Almanawi. The mountain would have devoured us.
What brings you here?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and he will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From now on, you knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just...
Thank you, Dunkas. I'm honored. Will you give us the...
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it. He will be... Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Corsillon that the man was sentenced to forced labor, thank you, Dunkas.
Is there anything else?
Общественные работы до конца жизни. Не, неплохо, ладно.
Up there. This is Deidre, the ruins Lady Morange told us about. But I do not know how to get there. The path collapsed.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
We should find the ruins mentioned by Lady Morange in this area.
Usual customers?
The entrance to Qualosone is here. The people of the village might be able to teach us a few things.
Good day.
What can you tell me about the...
You aren't the first to ask me about them. I've nothing to tell you. Not that I wouldn't want to. There must have been a path once upon a time, but some say that you have to pass through them. It's certainly possible, I would say. But those tunnels are all closed. The iron ore. It doesn't... Do you need anything else?
Talk to me about the mines.
It wasn't us that first dug them out. They really are. It takes little effort to unearth the minerals that we want. Seeing as how there aren't that many of us, if we were pressed to mine all the time... But the time will come when folks hear about what we're pulling for.
Hello.
No.
Just so we rarely get visitors.
What can you tell me?
Not a great deal. There were some officials from the city, but when they saw they couldn't easily climb up, there must have been a path that caved in. Anything else?
I'll leave you to...
Until we meet it.
Нам шестеренка нужна была, я помню. Я ее даже купил. Думал, можно починить сразу. А, видать, только по квесту. Опять эти мушки доебались. С дерева, видать, летят оттуда. Окно открыто. Поделать. Значит, жарко, если закрыть.
Gate. There must be some mechanism or a lock.
То есть у меня была шестеренка, раньше ее починить нельзя было, да? Потому что сюда вход типа запрещен. Зато вот, блядь, взорвать интересно, можно было раньше? Если да, то это гениально.
You did it. The gate is open now.
Что у меня получилось? Я ж не додик. У меня всегда шестерня с собой, блядь. Бля, перебор по вещам.
Finally, here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
These buildings are similar to those of the Dakid and Nadaiges. They must have been built by the legendary peoples of the sea.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
Опа, а вот и боссик. Ла-ла-ла. Что такое глазастый-то? Ай, блядь, все, не надо больше. Жизнь тут становится совершенно невыносимой. Несмотря на все усилия и все наши победы, мы отступаем. Эти дикари — грозные противники. Их слушаются корни деревьев, им помогают огромные существа, каких мы еще не видали. Эти твари приближаются, а мы даже не знаем, как с ними сражаться. Богатеи уже готовятся уплыть на кораблях нафтов. Само собой, нам они говорят, что на всех мест не хватит, мы все умрем, нас раздавят великаны и или сожрут бешеные чудища, чтобы этих ненасытных князей раз...
This journal confirms what we suspected. A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help of the Nords, and they were, from what I was able to decipher, few of them had... The major part of the journal has faded. Let's continue our search. This seal. I know the insignia. Even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. It's hard to believe my eyes.
A seal? A coat of arms?
Yes. This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. I think the information is pointing to some... No possible doubt remains. The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted the natives...
It's difficult to admit. And to think that I do not judge you guilty of the crimes of your ancestors. But this...
I know. This will not help our... This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is...
А, ну я походу это... Замочек-то взломал, да? А тут от него ключик был. Ну, с кем не бывает. Че, пойдем расскажем ему, да сохранимся. А завтра останется последний квест. Точнее, не последний. Последний из тех 3, которые нам дали.
Cousin!
Oh, you don't look well. What's happened here?
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad in any case.
Seems to me that this...
No one is poisoning me, Dick. Now then.
We had a talk with Lady Morange and we explored the ruins that she... All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were...
The congregation? Us? Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here, the congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help.
You were thinking of us. But I assure you...
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the... Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the...
Very well.
Anything else?
I'm going to leave now.
Look out for yourself.
Ладно, пока заглянем в дом, посмотрю, что теперь у меня появилось по мастерской по улучшениям. Что значит равновесие, интересно, в этой игре? Забежим в кузницу, посмотрим, что он скажет по этому поводу. И к торговцу можно заглянуть все равно рядом. Сыбись. Кстати, блять, а что у нее по оружием? Что тебе нужно? тебе нужно... Меткость 5. Хуя, ты что, ёбнутая? А, да? Реально ёбнутая. Ну ладно, я и куплю. В чем проблема?
Thank you for your visit. See you soon. What are... Oh.
Да? Чем всего за 37 монет? А, 75 монет нужно за улучшение, да? Почему я не могу вставить сюда, допустим, какой-нибудь... Ну, тот же взлом, да, как бы еще что-нибудь. Равновесие. Давай почекаем, что вообще из себя представляет равновесие, характеристика. И как мы это почекаем? Ага. То есть это равновесие, понял. Типа устойчивость, способность выдержать удар и сохранить равновесие. Чем выше этот параметр, тем ниже вероятность того, что врагу удастся ошеломить персонажа или прервать его действия. Потеря равновесия. Дестабилизация врага при атаке. Чем выше этот параметр, тем больше вероятность... А, ну это для атаки. Ага. Угу.
Oh.
Пока я предлагаю улучшить только леги.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Мне плегу какую-нибудь со взломом, но вряд ли такое будет.
Oh, it's you, old Menawi. Come and see. Bird, do you? You will always be welcome here.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Cheers. You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever
Desarde.
I've explored many ruins on this island. In one of them, we found a journal that made reference to you. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the... These discoveries raise a good many questions.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. I could eventually overlook these engagements if Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has... The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt...
I won't hesitate to speak to him about...
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. Anything else?
I need to be going.
My dear child.
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what... She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering...
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans.
Effectively. She told me that her men post... And she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Taleme. It is possible they have decided to target. We will need to speak with those on Taleme lands. And...
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, man.
Ладно, сохранимся. Ладно, на этом заканчиваем. Всем удачи, всем пока.